7.9 FM. Palalimin ang kamalayan sa mga isyong napapanahon. Makisangkot at makiisa kasama ang simbahang lingkod ng bayan. Ang Socio-Political Apostolate ng Kapisanan ni Jesus. Ito ang Kwentuhang Bayan mula alas 11 ng umaga tuwing Biyernes dito lang sa Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Dahil naniniwala kami na posible ang isang mas mabuting lipunan at maaari itong simulan sa isang kwentuhan.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, radyo, Katipunan.
Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan.
Join Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle as he delivers to us the preachings of the Sunday's Gospel that's awe-inspiring yet easy to understand and appreciate. Let us all listen to the Word of God here on The Word Exposed on Air, only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Radyo Katipunan, News, Insights, Inspiration. Radyo Katipunan, down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan, the voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay atin sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng eskwela. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Kawan ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugo, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulong. Lipad na Blue Eagle, galing giting at tigil.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
If it's entertainment you crave,
Catch us on New Wave
surfing through the latest on our shores.
every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
See you there! Hello everyone! Good afternoon! Coming to you live on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM via Zoom. I'm Max, and when it comes to what's happening, I'll serve you the facts. So please take the next hour to sit back and relax because this is New Wave. So hello everyone! Bar exams are over, so things should be getting back to normal on campus. We're halfway through the week and halfway through the month, guys. It's almost Christmas, so there's a lot to look forward to. But of course, it's a time of the year where the workload is piling up again, so make sure that you check Canvas regularly, check your emails regularly. There have been some announcements from the school, some memos. So the best place is to really look at your OBF emails. So lots to look forward to in the Christmas season for both Radyo Katipunan and for Ateneo. So just make sure that you stay tuned, follow Radyo Katipunan on Facebook. Make sure you check Ateneo Blue Board for updates, activities, and to get ready for Christmas festivities. So, like I said, lots to look forward to. I personally love the Christmas season. It's like one of the best times of the year. But now, let's get back to where we are today. Halfway through the week and halfway through the month, what have you accomplished so far? Personally, for me, like, I made progress with my thesis, so that's something. It's the small wins that really matter. So you've got another half of the month to make things happen and see where life takes you. Like I said, it's Novembers are like the Thursdays of the year. We're almost at the Friday, so it's almost time to celebrate. And together, we got this. Now, joining me today is someone who's been around for a very long time. At a young age, she was already a recipient of an Aliw Award and a Star Awards for Music nominee. Over the years, she has headlined concerts, and today she's here to talk about her new song, Ano Ngayon, and more of her music. And a fun fact about her is she is also training to be a pilot. So, a pilot and a singer, what a combination. Please welcome Janah Zaplan. So, hi, Janah.
Hi, hello, good afternoon, everyone, and of course to you, Ate Maxine.
Good afternoon, Janah. It's nice to have you here. So, how are you and what have you been up to these past weeks? I'm sure you've been very busy with everything going on.
Yes, I'm actually doing great right now. I am honored to
That's
be
great.
here with you today, and of course, I've been promoting my song just like what he said,
Yes, yes.
which is entitled Ano Ngayon.
Yeah, and we're very excited to unpack that with you. I'm sure it's been a very busy 2 months since it came out in September. But first, let's talk about you and like everything that's been going on. Like I've been seeing recently that you're working very hard at becoming a pilot. You've already gotten to fly. So can you tell us a little more about this?
Yes, actually, last May and April, actually, I was able to do my flight training already in Lubang,
Wow.
Mindoro. So I stayed there for a month just to, get to enjoy and experience what is it like to fly an actual airplane now. Because, before you could actually do it, you have simulator trainings
Of course.
first before you get released to fly
Yeah.
the plane.
Of
So
course.
yeah, I stayed. Yes. So for a month, that's where I did my training, everything from takeoff to landing to taxiing, and thankfully, I'm thanking God that I'm still alive here,
Yeah.
and I was able to do my solo.
Oh, wow. How was that like? Like a solo flight? Did you have someone with you in the plane or like, man, that's so
It
scary.
was just really me this time. So
Oh my
it
God.
was a surreal experience because I've been waiting for it, and it's an overwhelming experience and
sure.
feeling, of course. But
Mhm.
overall, I'm just so happy that I was able to accomplish it.
Yeah, we're so happy for you. That's
Thank
such
you.
a brave thing to do, especially like, well, me, I'm afraid of like heights and
Heights.
flying. So just, I can't imagine being alone in a
Fun fact,
cockpit.
though, a lot of pilots are afraid of heights.
Oh, wow. So how does that work?
I don't know. I guess they just pray and have faith in God that they're still alive when they land.
So true, so true. Now, which do you find more nerve-wracking, flying a plane or performing in front of crowds?
That's really interesting. That's the first time someone ever asked me that. But I guess it's still performing in front of a lot of people. Because,
Oh, wow. All right.
yes, because everyone is looking at you. It's not like you're the only one in the plane. You're the one controlling everything. So I guess it's still performing.
It is actually. I'll get back to you when you fly with people on board.
soon.
Yeah. So, okay. Let's go back to music for a bit. So, before we talk about your career, where did your love for music start?
Oh, this passion of mine started way back when I was 4 years old. My parents discovered that I am capable of singing, also dancing. So from then on, I joined different classes, singing
Yes.
lessons, dancing lessons, everything. I also entered acting at some point,
Mhm.
pageantry at some point. So yeah, para lahat, trinay ko to know siguro kung saan ako dapat.
Mhm.
And I guess I I just loved the feeling of showing everyone what I can do and performing, especially.
I know that you were Little Miss Dominican when you were in
How did you know?
I do my research.
Wow, yes. I was a little Miss Dominican back then, also Miss Marketplace, and then
Yes.
this college, I also joined the online competition, pageant competition of my school in Aerolink International.
Oh wow. You're everywhere and you're doing everything. Okay, so now that's how your passion for performing started. Now let's get to your career. What event would you say marked the official start of your career? And tell us about how you started your journey with Star Pop as well.
Hmm. Actually, my career started when I joined a competition in Itbulaga, which is the vocal
Okay.
battles. My passion in music started off there because someone saw me and made a song for me, which is Di Ko Na Kaya. That is my
wow,
first
okay.
ever single, and I was in Ivory back then.
Yes, yes.
Then I also released Mahal Na Kita and More Than That under them. Tapos
Right.
hanggang sa nagtuloy-tuloy na yung progress ko, I was seen by other producers and also, of course, Star Pop and Star Music. Tapos ayun na, yun na, nagsimula na lahat, and I'm just so grateful to be part of Star Music and Star Pop family because of me with warm heart, especially that
Yeah.
I am balancing my studies and my music career. So
And that actually leads me to my next question. How do you balance it? Because, you know, as a student, like balancing multiple subjects is hard enough, especially when you're a senior and about to graduate. So, what about you? What more with a career?
I am sure you could actually relate to me. Like at some point, you're gonna have some breakdowns. You know,
Oh,
you
for
don't,
sure.
di ba? You don't know
Yeah.
what you're gonna do. Minsan nga, parang natutulala ka na lang, gagawin ko ba yun? Yung gagawin.
Yeah.
Diba? You're so kulang sa motivation at some
Yes.
point, but you'll still go back to your goal, and that is to finish, and that is to reach your dreams, not just in your studies but also sa music career ko. I'm just
course.
again, I'm thankful to Star Music and Star Pop because they let me soar talaga,
That's
literally,
great.
and fly my wings. Kasi for 1 month I stayed sa Lubang, and then when I came back, tsaka nag-push through yung mga promotions and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very helpful and flexible with your schedule. I
Super.
was actually just about to ask that. Like, what's it like balancing your schedule when you have promotions like here in Metro Manila and you have to be on location for your flights, especially?
Yes. Yes. So I'm just so happy to be part of them.
Right. Now, on a lighter note also, as a student, as someone who's very busy, what are the things that you like to do to de-stress?
Ooh, interesting. I have my pet dogs here at home.
Oh, cute.
And then I also love to play sports such as volleyball, badminton, and I also do billiards at some point. And then of course, singing, dancing, you know, exploring different. Ngayon, mas nakapag-explore na ako ng new food, new drinks,
Oh.
especially coffee. We do coffee hoppings with my sister, so
Yeah, that's fun. And these are like a lot of things that people have like picked up during the pandemic. So, on that note, actually, what are the things that you picked up during the pandemic? Like, did you learn how to cook? Did you learn how to bake? Anything like that?
yeah, that is pretty interesting. When the pandemic hit, I started to become more active, especially with my physique. So I started working out more often kasi I was really chubby back then, if you only knew. So ayan, I started to eat healthy and bond with my family, of course.
Great, of course, because in the pandemic, all we had was our family, really, for those who live at home and stuff. So now, back to your music for a bit. A while ago, you mentioned that you took lessons and things like that. So what was the first song that you learned how to sing seriously?
Oh, my dad taught me the greatest love of all. Kasi
Oh!
pa yung boses ko noon when I was a kid. So, yeah, that's the first song I learned. And then, yung mga pang disco pa nga yung I Will Survive, Fame,
Yes, yes.
kind of songs. So, na talagang alam mong pang mga
Yeah.
oldies but goodies.
Of course, timeless songs.
Yes.
So I just want to acknowledge some people in the comments since there are people spamming for you. So May Bulahan has been waiting for you since
Hi,
before we
May.
started. So she said, Janah, go Janah, ganda.
Those
have
are Janah
Den-
lovers.
We have Janah Zaplan.
That's
giving
my
us-
dad and my mom.
Oh, hello! Hello to Janah's parents. And of course, from Radyo Katipunan, Ma'am Jen. Hi to both of us.
Oh.
Hello, hi Ma'am Jen.
Hi, Ma'am Jen.
Ganda naman yan. Hi, Ja! We'll pretend we didn't see you on Zoom for a bit. And of course, one of our most frequent viewers, Maria Victoria Ponan. Good afternoon, as always. So hello, everyone. If you have questions or any messages for Janah, please do let us know. Comment them on Facebook so that we can see them and for sure ask them later. So now, Janah, a lot of the things that you do requires a lot of thinking. Like, I'm sure when you're piloting, your presence of mind has to be like on a completely different level. And the same thing goes for when you're singing, also when you're dancing. So all of these things, as I said, they require a lot of thinking. So how different is your headspace when you're being a pilot, when you're dancing, when you're singing, and to add a layer to it, when you're singing with other people as well, since I know that you also have sung with other people in groups?
Yes, actually, my roles as a singer, as a dancer, and as a pilot is really different. So I wear a lot of hats.
Yes,
And,
you do.
It's not easy to juggle. I sometimes interchange
sure.
it with everything. When I am flying the airplane, I sometimes sing on the plane together with my instructor. So I guess I just really have to focus on what I am doing at the moment to be able to be capable of things that I should be doing, especially when it comes to flying a plane, because you have
Of
to
course.
be safe enough,
Yeah.
have this situational awareness, of course, and discipline as a pilot that you should be having complete set of sleep. You should be eating healthy food, to get that peace of mind mentality that you should
Yeah, it's a lifestyle apart from being a
Mm,
job.
yes.
Yes. That's right. So, okay, more advice for the students. How do you get rid of distractions and focus? Because even if like we think of focus in different contexts, like on stage, on a plane, it always boils down to the same thing. So, I guess what advice could you give for getting rid of distractions? And at the same time, the study tips you have, like being a student yourself.
Well, I am a visual learner, so I use videos and then take it into notes so that I would remember it more and well.
Right.
So I think for the people there who are distracted, siguro take your time first to set your goal straight, and then you start from there. One step at a
Right.
time, because you can't be too overwhelmed in doing
That's true.
something. Mahirap yun gawin.
For sure. I feel like that's always something that we're told. Like, you have to like set things aside,
Yes.
list them down,
Mhm.
do them one at a time, because like even if we think we can handle multitasking or taking everything down at once, that's not always the outcome. It's not
That's
always going to
true.
be
So
good,
at some
right?
point, there's something that will be compromised. So
Exactly.
you should know what to prioritize first.
Of course, of course. Okay. So back to music. We
Mhm.
did come from a cycle of strict lockdowns, but luckily you were able to film like your music videos and a lot of your content in the past few years. And hopefully we won't go through any of that again. But during this pandemic and during this time where we had to be at home, how would you keep your voice and your body in shape for dancing and performing?
Yeah, just like what I mentioned a while ago, I become more active. I
Mhm.
became more active. I worked out at least 5 times a week.
Oh
But
my
right now,
gosh, you're
medyo
so
hindi na.
yeah.
Hindi na ngayon. How I wish I could go back to that. Kasi syempre busy na. I
For
really have to
sure.
balance. So,
Mhm.
during that time, I just try my best to at least sing. Lalo na kapag nasa shower. That is my favorite part of the day.
That's like the best concert
Yes,
venue all the time.
exactly. So that's what I do every time to get my voice still there and as well as for my dancing dahil nga may TikTok na we
Oh
get
yes, that's right.
diba? We get to see more dances and we get to learn more and see different varieties of it. You get to explore the genres that you're into or kung ano yung gusto mong matutunan pa.
Yeah, that's right. We have access to a lot of things now because of the internet, and I feel like the world got a bit smaller with all of the new apps and things that came about within the past few years. All right. So now, Jana, before we start unpacking your music, what are the non-music skills that you picked up with in your time with Star Pop that do help you in your career? So these are things that are not related to singing or dancing, like any business skills or people skills that you learned.
Oh, with that, I must say I am more social friendly, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I get to be with other people, especially different kinds of artists.
Of
So
course.
I met new artists that I really loved, like
Mhm.
Nameless Kids, and then Kanisha was also part of
Yes.
Tana, marami pang iba.
Mhm.
Not just singers, but also artista at mga ano,
Yeah.
actors as well. So, ayun, social skills. Siguro mas na-improve ko yon. And then communication skills as well.
Of
Online,
course.
both online and person and in person. So, I think that's what they taught me. Syempre, also to treat everyone as a family, just like how Star Pop
Yeah.
treated me when I became a part of them.
I was about to say that actually. Everyone I talk to in Star Pop shows me that it's a very tight-knit community and you guys have a very good support system within yourselves. And then one thing that resonated with me actually is like people skills online because like, you know, for us in radio before everything happened, everything was in person. We'd sit at the booth. When you have a guest, you speak to each other face to face. And that's a very different like sharing of energy compared to now on Zoom. So that's really something we all had to learn how to get your feelings and points across, whether it's like through video or written down. Very different from face to face, surprisingly.
I do agree.
Right. So now, tell us about your new song, Ano Ngayon, which came out on September 30th.
This song, ano ngayon? You know, this provides a more positive viewpoint in a relationship or in
Yeah.
letting go of a relationship by standing up and acknowledging that everything you have gone through has made you a better person
Right.
or has made a better version of yourself. Bale, kasi medyo patama to sa mga taong paasa, pa-fall.
Oh yeah, ghosters especially.
Yes, exactly. And this is to show them what they've lost. Nang syempre, hindi mo sila tinatapakan. It's just through the healing that you go through, self-growth and development for the
Of
go.
course. Of course. So I like this song because like it had a nice dancey vibe and it was written by Trisha Denise who was here a few
Yes.
weeks ago and I always enjoy her lyrics. So one line that I picked up was lahat ng paraan para lang ikay makuha gagawin niya Tapos sa huli ay mangiiwan lang pala. And I think that
Exactly.
summarizes everything the song is about, right? So can you unpack this line for us right now?
It's just all about hindi napapanindigan ng mga taong pumapasok sa buhay mo yung pinaparamdam nila sa'yo. So
Yes.
that's basically what the song tells you.
Right. And how did the music not yet pala. Sorry,
Not
that was
yet.
not yet, but there's one coming, right?
Yes.
What can you tell us about this one?
Well, this is just really to empower myself
Mm-hmm.
that I can handle everything, no matter how hard and no matter how difficult the trials you've been through that
Mhm.
relationship. Na kaya mo pa rin yung sarili mo. Gaya nga doon, gaya doon sa lyrics, hindi ko kailangan ng ganitong gulo ngayon
Mm-hmm.
dahil my peace of mind is still more important than anything else.
So true, so true. And that connects with something that you said earlier about like getting your priorities straight and focusing on what matters. So it really reflects in your music. Now, all right, we'll wait for everything that you have prepared for this song without giving away too much spoilers. And then like I think another thing I can point out with this is it doesn't necessarily need to be for a person. Sometimes like these things are situations or
Exactly.
circumstances that come by, right? Like they're just things that you feel like you can't get out of, but you eventually learn how to. Right? No toxicity here. So, okay. Let's move on to another song of yours. Do you have any you want to discuss before I choose?
What again?
Would you like to discuss any of your other songs, or do you want me to choose the next song we unpack?
Ooh, I think you just choose.
Okay, I'll choose. So the next one is Maiba Naman. Because I feel like this one has the same empowering vibe as well. And like this one had a fun video. So you were dancing a lot in it, costumes and sets and everything. So please unpack this song for us.
Well, this song naman, I'm just so sure people can relate kasi
For sure.
sa totoo lang, grabe talaga tayong magmahal. Mapa sa parents man, sa boyfriend or girlfriend or even crush. I mean, we give everything from time and energy. Pero dahil doon, we tend to forget ourselves. And nakakalimutan nating magtira ng kahit onte. So, this song, it just wants to tell you that it's time to give more to yourself and choose yourself because you are also beautiful and worthy.
Of course. Now, Janah, let's bring this out of music first and into your personal life. So you just said that usually when we love, we really give everything, that sometimes we tend to neglect ourselves. So for you, what would you tell a friend who you felt like needed to give a little more to herself? Like just personal friend to friend advice. When is giving this love too much? When do you cut that?
You cut it when you're also destroying yourself for that person.
Oh, all right.
You should, well, coming from me. But yeah, I
These
think
are your songs. It's best coming from you.
yes, exactly. So I think that's my advice for her is if it destroys your emotions, your peace of mind, even yung mga gusto mo lang gawin sa buhay is natatamaan na rin. It's time for you to stop and take a step back from it.
That's right. And then another line that stood out to me is pagod na akong magkunwari. Because like, I found that so relatable because sometimes you do have to, like, even unintentionally, you kind of fake things, especially when the situation you're in makes you uncomfortable. You kind of gaslight yourself into thinking you're okay with it, when in actuality, you're not.
Exactly. And
Right,
you sometimes have a hard time in telling what you really feel.
Yes.
Especially if you don't have anyone else to talk to, diba?
That's right. So, Janah, for you, what would you tell a friend who needed help expressing what she felt and I guess also asserting herself in a situation that may not exactly be in her favor? So this could be in a relationship or even like just feeling a little disrespected by a peer.
Well, first of all, I'll have to ask her if she needs a company or no or not.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes people would love to just take it on their own and, sila na bahala asikasuhin kung ano yung nararamdaman nila. And sometimes they also need someone na makikinig lang. So first is to ask him or her what she or he needs.
For
And from
sure.
then on, I'll start kung gusto niya ng advice or gusto niya lang ng may makikinig.
Yes, that's super important because you can't always just give advice to people who aren't
Yes.
willing or aren't ready to listen yet. That is something that's so important. Now, you're one of the artists that I'm getting to speak to that was able to make music videos and be part of productions before the pandemic and during. So, on the set of a music video, how different was it? Like pre-pandemic times and then like during the height of COVID, but you still needed to make these videos.
A lot of changes happened
Mhm.
during that time.
For
because,
sure.
the rules and regulations of our country was pretty
Yeah.
changing.
Yeah, for sure.
Constantly changing. So even the swab tests and the syempre additional cost din yun. So
Yeah, like the landscape of these things changed a lot. So
exactly. It was really hard for us, especially the conceptualizing. We did everything on Zoom. Parang nagkita-kita na lang kami
really?
on the set.
oh wow, okay.
From my director to the camera people and everyone behind the scenes, from my glam team, everyone else.
Mhm.
Parang after 2 years of not seeing each other, dun na lang namin
Wow.
tayo isa't isa. Yes. So it was really different from the pre-pandemic to
For sure.
yes.
Yeah, okay. Well, the outcome was still good. It wasn't obvious that that was the first time everyone saw each other. So so that's pretty cool. Now, I noticed that majority of your songs always have a theme of being like empowering and uplifting. Like even when they sound sad, even when they sound happy, somehow it empowers and uplifts. So
Yes.
why is this message important to you?
Because for me, I just want to make the people feel that there's someone there with them, no matter how hard or difficult life can be. That, kasi, di ba, minsan, our progress in life is not linear or hindi
Oh
siya
yes, for sure.
yeah, it's a roller coaster ride. You have your ups and downs. So these songs, I want you to remember that kahit na malungkot ka or masaya ka, you'll get to go to your goal and be the version that you want to become.
Right. And I like your imagery of choosing a roller coaster because it's true. Nothing in this life is ever linear. It's not always straight up, straight down, even when it feels like it. There's a lift, there's a dip, but you always make it to the end of the ride anyway. So that's a very nice imagery. Now let's talk about your English song, which is More Than That. So tell us about this song. It's one of your first.
Yes, this is actually my first English song.
Yeah. Mhm.
And this song, I just really want to tell actually the young girls na wala kang kailangang kopyahin na iba, kundi
Right.
gawin mo lang kung ano yung gusto mong gawin for yourself. And just show them who you really are as a person.
Of course.
Because you are more than what the people think you are.
That's right. That's right. And it's very good that you share this message of like believing in yourself, of being proud of yourself in a world that sometimes makes it so hard to feel that way. So,
Actually-
Janah, on that, oh yeah. You
these
first.
songs
You
also these songs also help me to empower myself because
That's
way
good.
back I'm also not that confident enough or I don't trust myself enough. So this time I want to also share it with the other people that
That's good.
kakayanan natin yan.
That's good. And sharing that, actually, I see now how authentic your songs are because these feelings are so real for you and you're generous enough to share it with the world. So, Jana, in that case, since like the messages of these songs are very personal to you, how do you choose what you share with your audience and the things that you keep to yourself?
Ooh. Actually, choosing, well, in the music industry side, choosing those
Mhm.
songs, I do get a lot of help from my Star Pop
Of
and Star
course,
Music
yes.
family, of course. And syempre sa aking manager, ang aking daddy guard, daddy. So they helped me in choosing the right song that would
Mhm.
suit my songs, my past songs already, and the message that I really want to bring out to the people. And I actually write songs for myself pa lang, pero yung hindi ko pa siya na-share.
I was going to ask you actually, when will we get to hear songs that you wrote? I'm sure your audience is waiting for those as well.
It's for private. It's for private use only. And that. Pero siguro soon enough, once I really get to become a better writer talaga,
Of
I
course.
can share it with everyone else.
Yes, when you're ready, the people will be there waiting for you. So, Jana, you're also talking about like your identity, being, like I said, being proud of yourself, all of this empowerment, and it was a journey for you as well. So, knowing this, people often draw inspiration from others, people have influences. So, I guess who are yours?
Internationally, I do love Dua Lipa.
Ah, that's,
Yeah.
I see that now, the outfits and the dancing.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, ano ngayon was like a Dua Lipa dream of mine.
Yes.
Parang ganun yung tayo niya. And then, of course, I also love Beyonce dahil,
Mhm.
you know, hindi naman na kailangan ng any explanation. Di ba?
Mm.
And then in the local scene, of course, I love Sarah G.
Mhm.
Sarah G, Ben and Ben,
Oh,
and
of
then
course.
KZ Tandingan as well.
You chose very cool people and a lot of singer dancers as well. So, Jana, for you, like I said, these are your influences. These are people you've drawn inspiration from. But how do you set yourself apart from that? Because of course, inspiration can't become imitation. So
That's-
where do you draw the line?
Well, I guess I just want to show who I really am as a person. And
Mhm.
gusto ko kasi lumabas ng box ko. You know, to get
That's
out of my
nice.
comfort zone and push myself to my limit and show them what fierceness I got, you know,
Yeah.
as an artist, diba? Syempre, ang dami na rin kasi talagang iba, but I just want to
Mhm.
show genuinely who I am as a person and what type of music I want to share with everyone and what type of messages, syempre.
Of course, of course. That's super important. So, sige, let's go back to your songs because the next one I have here is Di Ko Na Kaya. And from the title pa lang, I was already like, same. That's exactly, that's how I feel at this point in the semester. So,
I feel you.
so please, tell us the story of this song from your perspective.
But actually, this song was a teenage song kasi 15, 16 pa lang ako nito when I recorded it.
Wow.
Yes, after I did the vocal battles sa Itbulaga.
Mhm.
So, ito parang pa-cutie na hindi you're gonna prioritize your studies first before you actually entertain any relationships or yung mga
Yes.
crushes niyan. You set it aside first. So parang hindi ko na kaya na sabihin ko muna sa'yo yung nararamdaman ko.
Oh,
That's how it is.
interesting.
But syempre, you could also put it in another situation like
Yeah.
tayo as a
Right?
student, hindi na natin kaya.
For sure. Every time like the Canvas, we use Canvas and everything. Every time the Canvas notifications go on, I'm like, wait. I am not ready for this. Okay, so a line I chose from this song is, nakakainip, dibdib ko'y naninikip, hanggang kailan pa ba ako maghihintay? Ganyan ba talaga kapag ikaw ay bata? Like, that line, it really just like, yes, this is exactly how a lot of us are feeling right now. Like, it's like, life has become a bit of a cycle of, okay, I need to get this done. This
Yes.
will pass. But you also question, will it be like this forever? So please unpack this line for us.
Exactly. Actually, you were able to
Mhm.
say the meaning of that line already. And you just question yourself as a teenager na
Mhm.
parang kapag ganito ba yung nararamdaman ko, forever na to? Or kapag ganito
Yeah.
ba yung nararamdaman ko, meron pa bang solution for this? Parang ganun.
Mhm.
So, it's all about the teenage life that you're gonna have, both in studies and also
Yeah.
your love life.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I think the sentiments in this song are something you can apply to like a lot of things, not just romantic relationships, but like you said, school. The point of the semester we're both in right now, for sure, it's a resounding mood. But this was a good song. It was one of those songs that made me feel like, I'm seen. From the title pa lang, I'm already like, yup,
Yeah,
that's
like I
right.
feel you. Don't worry.
Yeah. Especially, and then I find it interesting that you did this song in your teen years because, of course, this is something that a lot of us have felt in our teen years.
Hmm.
Yet, it's something we're feeling now in our 20s.
Siguro when
Mhm.
you're a teenager, you see it ng ganun kababaw. But
That's true.
when you grow up, and past that teenage years, you're gonna have those meanings inside your head na, ay, mas malalim pa pala dito yun.
Yeah, exactly. I was actually about to say, like, our problems when you're teenagers, parang when you're in your 20s, you have similar problems, but the stakes are higher and it's a lot deeper.
Yeah, at some point, mas
Yeah,
pressured ka rin.
for sure. For sure. But then, so far, I think our 20s are just our teenage years 2.0.
That's true.
Right?
Ito nga ramdam, especially after pandemic, na parang lumagpas lang yung 2 years.
Yeah, yeah. I agree. We're not aging in the pandemic. We're just we're stuck to where we were before it. Okay, so next song, which is a happier song. I found this so cute and sentimental. And the lyric video was very cute with all of the doodles and stuff. Mahal na kita. That was a cute song. So please unpack this one for us.
So obviously, this mahal na kita is just, pag-aamin mo na gusto mo yung person.
Yeah, it's cute.
Yan. Wala ka nang patumpik-tumpik pa. Basta you're just being true to yourself that you like this person, you love this person.
Yeah.
And
Well,
teenage din to kasi parang magkatabi kayo sa jeep,
yeah.
nagkakatinginan kayo. Mga ganong storyline.
Yeah, the storyline of this one is cute because he even said like, oh, when we were kids.
Yes.
Yeah, these feelings came about already. And of course, the universal feeling of my mind is an actual mess, like thinking about all of this right now. Super cute song. So, among all of your songs, before we touch the Christmas song that you also have, since it's like the perfect time to talk about it, which of your songs do you feel like you connect to the most?
Right now, I think I connect to the most with my latest, of course.
Of course.
Ano ngayon?
Mm-hmm.
Especially that I think I've been through a relationship that really built me for who I am now. I've learned a lot of lessons, and I guess I am trying to pull myself up again to get that ano ngayon attitude.
I need that attitude right now. But then like, yeah, it's very good that you use these experiences, you learn from these experiences, and you like get something good out of it, because it's easy to just wallow and feel bad that something bad happened to you. But I see that you really use it to catapult you to your next chapter. So a lot of people can really learn from that. So next,
they would love it.
yes, for sure, for sure. Look, your messages really resound with a lot of people. They're relatable, and that's why people love it. I see the comments on not just our Facebook stream right now, but on your YouTube videos as well. People love your music. So, let's talk about your Christmas song, Sana Lagi Ay Pasko. And isn't that such a wish when we're here in the Philippines? So, please do the honors of telling us
Of
what
course, to us Filipinos,
Mhm.
Christmas is very, very special because we get to bond with the people we love, not
Yeah.
just our family, our friends, then our
Mhm.
classmates, everyone else. We get to
Yeah.
meet them, we get to spend some good moments with them. So
Mhm.
parang sa akin, sana lagi ay Pasko dahil lagi mo silang kasama. And in this song, I really remember my sister, sakto kasi, she
Oh,
went
okay.
to Dubai.
Mhm.
She's working there. And then my sister, yung isa ko pang sister, we're four kasi na
Wow, big
girls.
family.
Yes. So yung isa ko pang sister nasa Canada naman. So yeah,
Okay.
this really relates to me a lot because I miss them so much. And I'm just
Oh.
so grateful that we'll get to visit her, the one in Dubai naman. Visit
Oh,
her this
okay.
Christmas. So I can't wait.
Oh,
So,
that's going to be nice. Yes.
sorry.
You were saying? You first.
Well, actually, parang this song can be for the OFW people, yung
Mhm.
mga may naghihintay sa kanila, yung
Aw.
kita mo lang sila parang nakangiti ka na according to the bridge. If you guys see the lyrics of the song, it really means so much.
It does. And just like your other songs, it's something that can resonate and a lot of people can relate to. So, okay, you're going to Dubai for Christmas. Before I continue asking about the song, I was literally going to ask you about your plans. So, will it be your first time there?
Oh no, it will be my second time. But this time, medyo mas complete na kami except for my
That's
sister
good.
na nasa Canada.
Oh,
I'm really happy na we also get to travel after the pandemic, of course.
yeah. I haven't gotten to out of the country yet, but then like that's a big step for us people for being able to go out of the country.
So,
Yeah. So the next thing I was going to say about this song actually is it paints good imagery like that, talking about the smiling and then kahit na wala nang dala, halaga ay nandyan ka.
yes.
That was something that I see in the things you just told me now, that like you're happy to be with your sisters and your family. And for me, that was the line that I pulled out of the song because it's true. Sometimes you have like friends and relatives who you don't get to see throughout the year, but because it's Christmas, you finally get to see each
Mhm.
other again, share your stories with each other, and of course, like be together. I love how Christmas also, there's like an added happy factor
Yeah.
for the sole fact that it's Christmas.
Yeah. And it's really about their presence that gets that
Mm.
happiness with us.
Right. So, great. Now, let's talk about you again as a person. And let's lighten the mood up a bit before we go back into serious
All
questions.
right.
Okay, what is your hidden talent? We know that you have so many talents. You're athletic, you can sing, you can dance. But what is your hidden talent that the world has yet to discover?
Talent ba ako? I'm not so sure. I don't think this is a talent. Maybe a fun fact about me na hidden. Pero
Mhm.
siguro dahil ilalabas ko na siya ngayon, hindi na siya hidden.
Not anymore.
But I have this crooked finger. This is
Oh.
not talent, but it's really crooked. Ayan.
Oh. Well,
If-
I
if
wouldn't
you
have
guys
noticed
can
if you didn't
see.
say anything. I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't say anything.
Yeah, there you go. I'm not
Well-
moving anything, but it's like that.
Okay, next. What's your favorite Christmas meal?
Ooh, ham.
Ham!
Ham. Siyempre.
Of course. I think you even mentioned that in the song.
Yes,
Yeah, you
ham
did.
meron.
Yeah, I remember because when I heard that line, I had a very specific image of ham and taste of ham that entered my mind. So I was like,
It was really
oh.
a storyline for you to see every
yes,
time.
exactly. So that's a reminder for everyone to stream the song. Okay. So, back to music.
All right.
Okay, so back to music for a bit. The songs you've released so far are songs that you've chosen and that have been written by people who you admire. We have yet to see songs that you have written. So for you, personally, what's the difference between tackling these songs that you chose and that other people have written versus I think tackling a song that you yourself wrote?
Uh-huh. Well, mostly the songs that I chose for me to release from
Mhm.
different people were songs that really want to resonate, just like what you always
Right.
say with
Mhm.
the situations and experiences we and all the people around us experience.
Mhm.
But kapag naman I think yung mga kanta ko dahil I was I mean, I am in love.
Aw.
Mostly cutesy
Mhm.
songs yun na pang lambing.
Yeah.
And so parang doon ko na-express yung pagmamahal ko for that person. But also I think I was able to write a song as well for me to empower myself na I could get up and do whatever I've been doing and become better. So sana at some point ma-share ko yun sa inyo.
Believe me, you have been sharing it already, and we're very excited. Like, we'll be back here when we hear your written work. So
Sana.
for sure. So okay, let's acknowledge some more comments. More from May Bulahan, Purple Heart. Jocelyn Ubeda Raimundo said hello. Oh, hello to your parents. And then I see you commented as well. And we have something from the head of Radyo Katipunan, Father Nono. Hello.
Hello.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this, but he said sample.
Sample of what?
You're singing. Or you want to dance. If you want to dance, that's fine by me too.
Which song though?
It's up to you.
Oh, I think I'll go with ano ngayon? So,
All right. So hi, Father Nono.
do I sing the whole song or just like a
No, no.
glimpse?
Just a few lines will be more than enough. Thank you, Janah.
So it goes something like, kung kasama mo siya, anong gayon? Hahanap ka ng iba, anong gayon? Naghihintay ka ng tamang pagkakataon. Tingin mo apektado, kayang-kaya kong sarili ko.
Yay! Thank you for that.
Of course.
Thank you for that. So, there, he said singing. So I'm sure, and of course, a flurry of hearts. So there you go. Thank you for that, Janah. So
Of course.
now, please invite people to stream your music. Tell us where we can find your music and your upcoming appearances as well.
Yes, again, thank you so much for having me in Radyo Katipunan. And
Thank
to
you.
everyone who's watching out there, please continue supporting my music, especially my Christmas song, Sana Lagi Ay Pasko. And of course, my latest single, Ano Ngayon, which will surely be relatable for all. These are available on all digital platforms, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon.com, iTunes, and many more. The music video will also be out soon enough, so abangan
Great.
niyo yan. And of course, I'll take this opportunity as well to invite everyone to please follow me on my social media accounts. For more updates, of course, it's at Janah.Zaplan on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and Kumu that I'm live as much as possible pag Thursday. And then tomorrow, I'll be at Marquee Mall, Pampanga, together with
Oh, okay.
Bella Mariano and Dot
Mhm.
Pangilinan for their mall show for the movie Inconvenient Love. And on November 18, I'll also be at Showtime Live online. Kaya abangan niyo yan, as well as Pi Channel. Ayan.
All right. So there are a lot of things to be looking forward for you for the next few weeks in this next month. So that's great, Janah. Before we go, one last lesson that needs to be imparted with our audience. So you can choose deep talks again. So you can choose anything, like anything you learned from being a pilot, from being a performer, anything. But what's one piece of advice from any of your professions that can become life advice? So Martin Rivera has told me find your light. Other singers have told me take a deep breath before going. Some actors have told me get your feelings in check and put them in a box that you can come back to later. So what about for you? Or sige, let's challenge you a bit. One from piloting and one from performing. Whichever can go first.
Well, when it comes to becoming a pilot, it's really all um, about having faith in God. You should never lose that with you, and of course, your responsibility. And then, in singing, don't be afraid to push yourself to your limit.
Wow.
Kasi you get to explore more genres and kung mas kaya mo pang abutin yung mas matataas, mga ganong bagay. So, I think that's it. And siguro the last lesson would be is in general na to is
Of
to
course.
don't forget about yourself.
Aw.
Yeah.
So I really see how the things you stand for reflect in your music and all of the aspects of your career. But okay, last question for real because you brought it up, and of course, this is Ateneo, we're a Jesuit school. I always find it inspiring when I see people of my age, especially, being vocal about putting God at the center of like their lives, having Him with you in your career and everything. So I guess what advice would you give for people our age, for the students? How would you remind them to keep strong in faith, especially when times get hard?
I mean, I know people don't go to masses often, but it doesn't hindi naman dun nasusukat yung faith mo kay God. So just be you and just trust Him no matter what. No, sorry about
It's okay. No
Sorry
problem.
But yeah, for me, having that, it's okay na minsan kumawala ka. Kasi I don't think anyone has not gone to that point na medyo nawawala-wala din sa path na yon. But other than that, I know that you'll still go to Him no matter what. Actually, yung mom ko is really a religious person, so she also teaches me that kahit na mawala ka, alam mo na sa kanya ka tatakbo.
Oh, that's nice. So thank you, Janah, for everything you shared with us today. So
Thank you
before
so much.
before we say goodbye for real to you, to our audience, please just allow me to thank a few people first. So as always, this has been New Wave. Thank you to James for handling the broadcast today and Sir Justin for being support through Facebook. Thank you once again to our audience. Thank you for being lively and for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you all next week. So also thank you to the Star Magic team, the Star Pop team, especially to Ja. Hi Ja, I hope you're safe wherever you are. Thank you for helping us get this episode together and for being with us the past few months. Thank you to Janah's parents for being lively also. So hello. Don't miss out. Follow us on Instagram at newwave.rk to stay updated. Head over to our Facebook page called New Wave and join the Facebook community group for replays, additional content, engagements, and ways you can get featured on the show. Once again, if you have a small business, whether you're from Ateneo or not, please do send us a DM. We would like to get to know you and give you a short segment on the show where you can promote. So next, catch the replay on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM's Facebook page, YouTube, and Twitter Live, all of which go by at Radyo Katipunan. And don't forget that you can listen to this episode and many more as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Anchor under the name New Wave. But most of all, thank you to Janah for joining me today. Thank you for sharing all the life advice you had, both the fun stuff and the more serious stuff. We'll be waiting for your music video and hopefully seeing your performances soon. So thank you. The floor is yours to say anything and everything you want to say.
Of course, thank you so much, Radyo Katipunan, for having me, Ate Maxine. Thank you so much for this fun and happy interview. Everyone is watching, hello, sana okay kayo. Always stay safe, everyone. To Janah lovers, to Platon Clan, Zaplan family, Attention family in Canada, my sister in Dubai, hi.
Aww.
And of course, to Ness Astilia Salon for my hair and everything.
Nice.
Also to my parents, who's always been very supportive, and my family, my sisters as well. Thank you so much. And yeah, I think that's it. More power to your show, of course, and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Janah. And thank you to our audience. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys again next week. So once again, I'm Max. And when it comes to what's happening, I'll serve you the facts. And this has been New Wave. Bye.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
If it's entertainment you crave,
Catch us on New Wave
surfing through the latest on our shores.
every Wednesday from 5 to 6 p.m.
See you there.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 radyo.